I never thought I'd be writing one of these posts, but here I am. I, 27F, had been dating Ryan, 29M, for 3 years. We met in grad school, moved in together after graduation, and I honestly thought he was the one. We talked about marriage, kids, the whole package. My best friend Jess, 28F, had been in my life since high school. She was the sister I never had, my ride or die since we were awkward teenagers with braces and bad haircuts. Everything seemed perfect until about 6 months ago. I noticed Ryan had been acting different, staying late at work, being protective of his phone, the classic red flags. But I trusted him. I brushed it off as stress from his new promotion. Jess had also been distant, canceling our weekly coffee dates and being vague about her new mystery man. I was happy she found someone, though she refused to give me details. Then came the night that changed everything. Ryan was hosting a poker game with his buddies in our apartment. I had a migraine and went to bed early, taking some medication that knocked me out. I woke up around midnight, thirsty and groggy. As I approached the kitchen for water, I heard Ryan's voice from the living room. "Guys, you don't understand. It's the perfect setup," he laughed, his voice slightly slurred from beer. "I've got my girlfriend at home being the perfect little housewife, while I've been hooking up with her best friend for months." I froze, my heart dropping to my stomach. "Dude, that's cold," one of his friends said. "Aren't you worried they'll find out?" "Nah," Ryan scoffed. "They're so trusting it's almost boring." Jess is a wildcat in bed though, complete opposite of her bestie. And she's cool with the arrangement. Says it's exciting. My entire world collapsed in that moment. My boyfriend and my best friend, the two people I trusted most, had been betraying me for months. I quietly went back to our bedroom, my mind racing. I didn't confront them. I didn't cry. I was eerily calm as I formulated my plan. The next day, I waited until Ryan left for work. I packed my essential belongings, withdrew half the money from our joint account, only what I had contributed, and left my key on the counter. I called my aunt who lived 3 hours away and asked if I could stay with her for a while. She agreed without hesitation. I blocked both Ryan and Jess on everything: phone, social media, email. I took a leave of absence from work, citing family emergency, and arranged to work remotely. I left no trace of where I was going. No dramatic confrontation, no tearful goodbye, no explanation. I simply disappeared from their lives as if I had never existed. The calls and texts flooded in from mutual friends. "Where are you?" "Ryan is worried sick." "Jess is freaking out." I responded to a few trusted friends with a simple message. Asked them what they've been doing behind my back. The first month at my aunt's place was brutal. I cycled through grief, rage, and numbness. Some days I couldn't get out of bed. Other days I'd go for long runs until my legs gave out. My aunt, a divorce attorney who'd seen it all, gave me space but kept me fed and occasionally reminded me that I would survive this. Through mutual friends who were disgusted by what Ryan and Jess had done, I learned what was happening back home. Apparently, Ryan had initially played the concerned boyfriend, calling hospitals and filing a missing person report. When one of our friends finally told him, "She knows about you and Jess," he stopped the act. By week 3, Jess had moved into his apartment. They deserve each other, I told my aunt, though the words felt hollow. I decided to rebuild my life from scratch. I found a new job in my aunt's city, rented a small studio apartment, and even adopted a rescue cat I named Phoenix. I started therapy and reconnected with old college friends who lived nearby. Slowly, I began feeling like myself again, a stronger version, actually. 4 months after my disappearance, I received an email from a mutual friend, Kara. She'd been loyal throughout and kept me updated without pushing boundaries. Her message was simple. "Thought you should know. Jess is pregnant. Ryan is freaking out." I stared at those words for a long time, feeling a strange mix of emotions. Part of me wanted to laugh at the cosmic justice, but mostly I felt nothing. Their drama no longer seemed to touch me. 2 more months passed. I'd settled into my new life and even started dating casually. Then came another email from Kara with the subject line, "The plot thickens. Ryan demanded a paternity test," she wrote. "Turns out, he's not the father. Jess has been cheating on him too, with his coworker Mike. Ryan kicked her out. She's 7 months pregnant, broke, and living with her parents. Ryan is drinking heavily and got suspended from work after showing up drunk. Thought you'd want to know." I didn't feel the vindication I might have expected. Instead, I felt a strange sense of peace. The universe had its own way of balancing accounts. Then, a week later, the text started. First from Jess. "I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I'm desperate. Please call me." Then Ryan. "I miss you. I made the biggest mistake of my life. Please give me another chance." I deleted both without responding. My life continued to improve. I received a promotion at work, made new friends, and even met a kind, honest man named David who made me laugh and respected my boundaries. Eventually, I decided to return to my hometown for my mother's birthday. I knew there was a chance I might run into one of them, but I refused to let their betrayal keep me from my family any longer. The encounter happened at the local grocery store. I was picking up ingredients for my mom's birthday dinner when I heard someone call my name. I turned to see Jess, looking exhausted, a baby carrier in her shopping cart. My heart raced, but I remained calm. This was the moment I had both dreaded and secretly rehearsed in my mind. As she approached, tears in her eyes, I realized I was finally ready to face my past. Not for closure, but to confirm just how far I'd come. "Oh my God, it's really you," Jess whispered, her eyes welling with tears. She looked nothing like the confident, put-together woman I remembered. Her hair was unwashed, dark circles framed her eyes, and she had a defeated posture that spoke volumes. I glanced at the sleeping infant in the carrier, a tiny girl with a tuft of dark hair. "Her name is Lily," Jess said, following my gaze. "She's 3 months old now." I nodded, maintaining a neutral expression. "Congratulations. Please, can we talk? I've missed you so much. I know what we did was unforgivable, but what?" I asked calmly. "You thought I'd never find out? Or you just didn't care?" Jess's face crumpled. "I was selfish and stupid. When Ryan started flirting with me, it felt good. I was jealous of what you had. The perfect relationship, the perfect life. I told myself it was just physical, that what you didn't know wouldn't hurt you." "And Mike?" I asked, raising an eyebrow. She looked down, ashamed. "Ryan was never going to leave you for me. I knew that deep down. Mike was insurance, I guess. Someone who actually cared about me. Where is he now?" "Mike, gone. When he found out I was pregnant, he transferred to the Austin office. Blocked my number." She laughed bitterly. "Karma, right?" I studied her for a moment. "You know, for months I imagined this moment. What I'd say, what I'd do. I had these elaborate fantasies about making you feel as destroyed as I felt that night." Jess flinched, tears streaming down her face now. "But standing here," I continued, "I just feel sorry for you. Not in a condescending way. Just genuinely sorry that you're going through this alone. My parents help when they can, but they're not exactly supportive," she admitted. "I lost everything. You, my apartment, my job. I'm barely getting by on assistance." The baby stirred and began to fuss. Jess quickly rocked the carrier, looking panicked. "Have you seen Ryan?" she asked, once Lily settled. "No. Is he still in town?" "Yeah. He lost his job for real last month. Drinking problem got worse." She hesitated. "He still talks about you. Says leaving you was the biggest mistake of his life." I smiled slightly. "It was. But not for the reasons he thinks. It wasn't losing me that ruined him. It was who he became. Same for you." Jess nodded, wiping her tears. "I understand if you never want to see me again after today, but I needed to tell you how sorry I am. Not a day goes by that I don't regret what I did." I looked at the baby again, her tiny fingers curled into a fist. Something softened in my chest, not forgiveness exactly, but a release. "I have to go," I said finally. "My boyfriend's waiting, and we're cooking dinner for my mom's birthday." Jess looked surprised. "You're seeing someone?" "Yes. Someone who values honesty and respect." I took a deep breath. "Listen, Jess, I can't be your friend again. That trust is gone. But I don't hate you anymore, and I don't wish you ill. Take care of your daughter. Do better for her." I started to walk away, then turned back. "Oh, and if you need help with resources for single moms, my aunt works with a support network. I can email you the information." Her grateful smile was answer enough. 2 days later, as David and I were packing to leave town, I received a text from an unknown number. "I saw you at the grocery store with some guy. We need to talk. I've changed. Please, Ryan." I blocked the number without responding and turned to smile at David, who was carefully folding my favorite sweater into the suitcase. "Ready to go home?" he asked. Home. Not the apartment I'd shared with Ryan, but the new life I'd built from the ashes of betrayal. "Absolutely," I replied, feeling lighter than I had in a year. Some people think revenge is about making others suffer. But the best revenge isn't about them at all. It's about rebuilding yourself so completely that your past can't touch you anymore. And when karma does strike, as it inevitably will, you can observe it not with glee, but with the peaceful detachment of someone who has already moved on.